Applied Linguistics Group uploaded this video for BS English students. Dr. Khalid Malik, the founder, has a PhD in Applied Linguistics TESOL. He taught at many foreign universities with 25 research papers and in a postdoc abroad. He is also an approved PhD supervisor of HEC. Join Applied Linguistics Group at youtube.com/@1966Pakistani or use a QR code to join our Facebook group at
BS English, Level, BS 8th Semester Course Code, ELL 408, Introduction to Translation Studies.
Question 17. Translation and globalization.
Globalization has had both positive and negative effects on various industries, including globalization and translation. While the product space has many benefits such as cost-efficient manufacturing in countries like China, the translation industry has experienced a similar trend. Translators from developed countries now face competition from those in low-cost countries, but language and culture barriers have somewhat limited the impact of this competition.
What is globalization?
Globalization refers to the interconnectedness and integration of economies, different cultures, and societies worldwide. It involves the free flow of goods, services, ideas, and information across national borders, driven by advancements in technology, communication, and international trade. Globalization has led to increased cross-cultural interactions and the breaking down of barriers, resulting in a more interconnected and interdependent world.
Example: globalization is evident in the development of the international trade of goods like smartphones, where components are manufactured in various countries, assembled elsewhere, and sold worldwide.
What is localization?
Localization and translation is the process of adapting products, services, or content to suit the linguistic, cultural, and regional preferences of a specific target audience or market. It involves tailoring elements such as language, currency, date formats, and cultural references to resonate with local users. Localization aims to provide a seamless and culturally relevant experience, ensuring that products and services or content are perceived as if they were created for that particular region or audience.
Example: software localization involves translating an application's user interface, documentation, and user guides into multiple languages, and customizing it for specific international markets to enhance user experience.
The difference between globalization and localization.
While globalization focuses on the integration and interconnectedness of diverse regions and societies, localization centers on adapting products or content to cater to specific local markets. Globalization aims to create a globalized world with shared ideas and resources, promoting cross-cultural interactions. On the other hand, localization emphasizes customization and cultural relevance to meet the unique preferences and expectations of a particular audience's target market. While globalization fosters a unified global approach, localization recognizes and respects the diversity and nuances of individual regions and communities.
Example: globalization connects people globally through social media platforms like Facebook, while localization ensures the platform and company's interface is adapted to local languages and cultural preferences in each country.
Increased cross-cultural interactions and the need for translation services.
Globalization has fostered greater interactions among people from diverse cultures, resulting in a rising demand for translators and interpreters. This surge in cross-cultural exchanges has proven advantageous for the translation and language industry overall. However, the demand for proficient translators in less commonly spoken languages, like Swedish or French, continues to be significant. These languages are not readily available among language experts in countries such as Sri Lanka or Bangladesh. As globalization further connects people across borders, the need for skilled translators to facilitate effective communication and cultural understanding will remain essential.
Impact on vocabulary and language borrowing.
The cross-cultural exchanges facilitated by globalization have had a notable impact on the vocabularies of various languages. One prominent effect is the increased, borrowing, of words from other languages, either directly adopting them or slightly localizing their usage. This linguistic phenomenon, often referred to as foreignizing a language, has been prevalent for centuries and has considerably simplified the work of translators.
The effect of globalization on translation is evident as translators frequently encounter these borrowed terms and adapt them to ensure effective communication across cultures. The incorporation of foreign terms enriches a specific target language and enables more precise communication, underscoring the importance of translation in facilitating global interactions and bridging linguistic divides in an increasingly interconnected world. Such language borrowing is an ongoing process that continues to evolve with globalization's influence on language and cultural barriers.
Globalization, translation, and the spread of English.
The far-reaching influence of globalization is closely tied to the spread of the English language, benefiting not only English speakers but also speakers of other languages. As language barriers crumble, not so well-known literature from various regions finds a wider audience, and this is further facilitated by the accessibility of the Internet. Translators play a crucial role in fostering cultural exchange by bridging the gap between writers and readers from diverse corners of the world. Their work enables literary works, ideas, and perspectives to transcend linguistic boundaries, enriching global discourse and understanding.
Globalization's impact on business and advertising.
Over the last decade, globalization, driven by the Internet and reduced trade barriers, has compelled small enterprises to embrace the global marketplace. This shift has led to a considerable increase in the demand for advertising translation services in multiple languages. As companies seek to expand their reach, they rely on specialized translators to tailor their marketing messages effectively to other cultures' contexts.
Large global corporations are also turning to translation agencies to ensure seamless communication across linguistic boundaries, recognizing translation as a critical aspect of their core company strategy. The translation industry is experiencing rapid growth and transformation as globalization opens up new business opportunities to engage with diverse new markets worldwide.
The future of the translation industry.
As globalization continues its expansion, the need for translation services is expected to grow proportionately. This trend presents significant opportunities for the translation community to play an increasingly crucial role in facilitating international communication and cultural exchange. With writers and readers from different parts of the world seeking to share ideas and stories from one language to multiple others, translators serve as the essential conduit for this exchange. For example, content might want to be translated from Western languages to Asian languages.
Despite varying perspectives on globalization, its impact on language and communication is undeniable, making translations a vital aspect of contemporary society. The translation community welcomes these developments and is prepared to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead as globalization continues to shape the world's interconnected future.
Nowadays, the purpose of any organization is to focus on the business operations of international marketplace. To achieve this stance, they make every effort to execute new ideas and explore more to have innovative things to present to the world.
These enterprises double their efforts to make the product visible to individuals all over the world and, in such a case, translation can play an integral part to get this done.
Being a crucial part of linguistics, translation allows firms to directly interact with the clients via that specific dialect. Through proper translation and communication, businesses can direct their views to specific target groups. This is the stage where they can earn your support and trust.
Moreover, the participation of people from all over the globe can become synonymous with global success. On the other hand, translation, localization, and authentic management system can productively remove cultural impediments and attract new clients who want to purchase.
Nevertheless, ensuring that the information and news are consistent on your social media platforms or websites have a lot to say. The significance of knowledge and the overpowering of cultural barriers are the basic characteristics of globalization. These advancements led to greater flexibility of individuals and better communication among various communities. Entering the international market through translation undoubtedly has many advantages, so what can translations do?
Globalization. Is translation important?
To become a part of the international market, language seems to be the primary factor that may hinder business negotiations. As most nations give importance to their mother tongue, hence translation can bridge the gap between two sides. This not also supports localization, but also the aspects of globalization that can be improved too. For your merchandise to be profitable, it must be able to easily cover everyone from the elderly to young children in all fields.
For this reason, globalization and business negotiations are heavily impacted by translation. It is important to be very careful when translating for different sectors like education, health, business negotiations, or the IT field. Those who do this must have a comprehensive understanding of the target and source languages. Some individuals consider the fact that by hiring professional language interpreters, things can work for them, and it's true as well.
Benefits of having translations and how can it impact globalization?
Being common in our routine life, English is the most common language, hence we often fail to remember that not every individual may be familiar with this language. Therefore, the task of the translator is to learn and get a hand on all the other languages and cultural characteristics, so he can ensure that the right message is conveyed. Through translation, one may find out the stories that are happening around the world every day. Currently, translation is also important for us to know the development and history of mankind.
With the industrial progress and rising globalization, the cultural, language or distance barriers have a critical role in tarnishing relations. Hence, the use of translators not only increase the investment markets but also ensure that a smooth association is there. Therefore, competent and trained professionals must provide excellent interpreting and translation services. Furthermore, we are gradually seeing expansion in markets that seek translation.
Final verdict.
All in all, it is almost unrealistic to achieve a higher level of globalization without translation. Thanks to translations, we are living in a highly cultured society that can do more and experience the different phases of development within years. At Linguistic, we emphasize the use of professional translations who go an extra mile so that different fields can have effective success rates.
Applied Linguistics Group uploaded this video for BS English students. Dr. Khalid Malik, the founder, has a PhD in Applied Linguistics TESOL. He taught at many foreign universities with 25 research papers and in a postdoc abroad. He is also an approved PhD supervisor of HEC. Join Applied Linguistics Group at youtube.com/@1966Pakistani or use a QR code to join our Facebook group at